Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to week 7 of my 15-week journey where I, as a work from home mom of 1, is trying to lose weight before my 39th birthday. If you are new here, my name is Christina. I got a lot of new subscribers. If you guys are on a similar journey, please let me know below. This way I can follow you and we can cheer each other on. There's nothing better than supporting each other. So please comment below and let me know what journey you're on. I would love to follow you. Today we are going to do a what I eat in a day video. We haven't done one of those in a very long time. So just to remind you guys, I am aiming for now 165 grams of protein a day. It was 170 a few weeks ago. We dropped it down to 165 just because we realized that I was having a hard time reaching that number, and also because through tracking, I realized that I enjoy more of a fattier diet. Like I like to eat more fats than carbs and protein. So my online coach just increased my fat macros and reduced my protein macros. So we are looking at 165 grams of protein a day. That's what I aim for. Do I get it every day? No, I'm not going to lie to you guys, but I do, or at least this week and last week, I have been hitting it most days than I have not. And yeah, I'm just going to bring you guys along, show you guys what I eat, what I have been eating, because a lot of these meals I repeat. Hopefully you guys can gain some ideas from this. Okay, first things first, we are going to have some sauerkraut. I just have a spoonful every morning, and then I have 8 ounces of bone broth. Bone broth has about I think this brand has about 8 grams of protein. We're starting off the morning with that. It is about 8:40 right now. I usually have it around this time, only because usually when I get up, I just focus on getting Lennox ready for school, like packing his lunch, getting him ready, or walking the dogs. Okay, so it's about 9:40 and we are having breakfast. I've been having this breakfast on repeat for like the last 3 weeks, to be honest. It's just easy. So I have 2 sunny side up eggs with 100 grams of egg whites, spinach and feta, my Amy Lou breakfast sausages, and a slice of toast sourdough bread. So it's about 10:45 right now, and we're gonna have ourselves some coffee, finally. I don't like to drink coffee first thing in the morning just to avoid spiking my cortisol levels. Do I follow that rule all the time? No, but most times I avoid drinking coffee in the morning. I'll probably do it like once or twice a month, to be honest with you. So I have myself some Colombian roast coffee here. I'm going to add 1 scoop of creatine. I do this every morning. And then I'm going to add some collagen, so about 20 grams of collagen. Where is my scale? And I mentioned in my last video, collagen has some protein in it, so if I put 20 grams of collagen, it's giving me 18 grams of protein, which is perfect. Perfect. And then for sweetener, I'm just going to use this date sugar right over here. I used to use stevia. You can still use stevia if you want to, but I've just been using date sugar. I heard it's better for somebody that's trying to adapt more of an anti-inflammatory diet. Now, everything I eat is not approved on the anti-inflammatory diet, but I'm flexible. You gotta live a little bit, right? But I try to make changes where I can make changes. Then for my milk, instead of creamer, I use this Oatly 4 ingredients milk. It only has 4 ingredients. It doesn't have any additives. So I add that in just to give it some creaminess. And voila, we have our morning coffee. It was definitely an adjustment trying to adapt to not having creamer or stevia in my coffee, but I think I'm getting used to it. Around 11 o'clock, I like to pull out my walking pad just so I can get a head start on my steps. I am at 1,206 steps as of now. I pull out the pad at 11 and I usually walk on it to about 1:30. I try to get as close to 8,000 steps as possible within the morning. This way, when I come back from the gym and I'm wrapping up on work, I don't have to worry about it, because if I hit 8,000 before 2 p.m., I know for a fact by the end of the night, I'm gonna hit my 11,500 mark. And if you are new here, that is our step goal. We try to reach at least 11,500 steps daily, and we've been doing good with that. I was talking to the camera and I was not recording at all, but it is about 1:20 right now and we are just making a pre-workout. We're gonna head off to the gym in about 10-15 minutes. Pre-workout is rice cakes with peanut butter and a half a banana, half a serving of peanut butter because we're doing the other half later in our protein shake. I'm just going to drizzle on some honey. The pre-workout is going to be high in carbs only because we need to use the carbs as fuel to get through our leg workout. Leg days are not my favorite days, and I have 2 of them every week. Hopefully this will get us through it. We're going to have this pre-workout here, like I said, heavier in carbs, just so we can use it as fuel, and then we'll focus on getting more protein in our lunch, second snack, and dinner tonight to hit that goal. Okay guys, hey! So hopefully you guys can hear me over the air fryer. It is about 3:15 right now. We came home from the gym around 2:45, just checked a few emails, and now I am just assembling lunch for Megan and I. We are making buffalo pizzas. I've made this a couple of times here on my channel, so I'm not gonna bore you guys with the recipe. I'll just link a video here. This way you guys can check it out. I think it was like a barbecue pizza, but it's pretty much the same thing. What I'm using is the Joseph pita breads. I get those at BJ's. We're using buffalo sauce, bare chicken strips. I'm also using mozzarella, not anti-inflammatory. And I told you guys that I was reducing the dairy, but what's pizza without cheese, right? I'm also putting bacon bites and red onions on top of the pizza. That is our topping. I'm gonna bake that in the oven for about 15-20 minutes. And yeah, quick, simple, easy pizza. That is our lunch for today. I have 1 16-ounce bottle left to drink for the day. I try to aim for 64 ounces, which has been a little hard for me to reach recently. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Once the pizza comes out of the oven, I'll show you guys how that is looking. Okay, it is the same day. I just had to change out of my sweaty gym clothes because we had an event to go to in Lennox's school. But it's 7:20 right now and we're starting our dinner. Before we left, I seasoned some codfish with the Kinder butter garlic seasoning, I think it's called. A little bit of lime juice, salt, pepper, and garlic paste. I had it marinating in the refrigerator. I'm gonna throw this in the oven for 20 minutes. We're gonna have that with coconut rice and some mango pico de gallo. I'll show you that in a little bit. Just gonna drizzle a little bit of avocado oil on top of this pot, just so that the fish doesn't stick. And these are pretty big pieces. I think when I weighted it out, it was like 8 ounces per fillet. You don't necessarily need to eat 8 ounces, but I am still going to take the full 8 ounces only because we need to make sure we're hitting our protein goal. That's that. I'm going to pop that in the oven. The coconut rice, I prepped it a while ago. I think I want to say 2 days ago. I just prepped a big batch this way. I don't have to make it daily. It's just jasmine rice cooked in a little bit of coconut milk. I would have preferred brown rice, but Megan's not the biggest fan of brown rice, and this is a meal that we're eating together, so I just settled for jasmine. For the mango pico de gallo, we just got pre-made pico de gallo. I'm going to chop up a mango and mix it together. Yeah. So that's what we're having for dinner. That's probably going to be my last meal of the day. But while we're allowing dinner to cook, we're going to make ourselves a mocktail. If you guys are not new here, you do know that I enjoy a cocktail from time to time. That is my thing. But we are trying to reduce the amount of alcohol we are drinking to help us achieve our goals. We still drink on the weekends. I'll have like 1 or 2 drinks, but during the weekdays, I like to have a mocktail, and I'm gonna show you how I do that. So we just have some ice with some lemon lime salsa. I'm gonna add in a little bit of coconut water, and I'm gonna top it with this Olipop here. I'm just measuring my coconut water because this does have carbs in it. So I did about 4 ounces of coconut water. Salsa doesn't have any calories, and this Olipop does have calories. It's 40 calories per can, but I don't use the full can. I literally just splash it. As you can see, it's been open in the fridge for a few days. I won't drink an Olipop by itself, but I do like it as a mixer in a mocktail or in a cocktail.